Welcome to Ayog Academy. Today's thought: take some time to rest and recover. You don't always have to be so busy, pushing yourself so hard. Step back and take care of yourself. Those moments of self care will add value, energy, purpose, and creativity to everything you do. आराम करने और ठीक होने के लिए कुछ समय निकालें। आपको हमेशा इतना व्यस्त रहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अपने आप को इतना कठिन धक्का देना, पीछे हटें और अपना ख्याल रखें। आत्म देखभाल के वे क्षण आपके द्वारा किए जाने वाले हर काम में मूल्य, ऊर्जा, उद्देश्य और रचनात्मकता जोड़ देंगे। Amendment to IAS cadre rules. The Center has proposed amendment to the IAS cadre rules in order to exercise greater control in center deputation of IAS official, which has been at the center of tussle between the center and state. About present rules, IAS कैडर को DOPT कंट्रोल करता है, जो कि इंडियन पुलिस सर्विस एंड इंडियन फॉरेस्ट सर्विस के डिपुटेशन के लिए जो संघर्ष हो रहा है, जैसे वेस्ट बंगाल और सेंटर के बीच, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स एंड द इन्वायरमेंट मिनिस्ट्री एंड सेंट्रल डिपुटेशन इन द इंडियन and central deputation in Indian Administrative Service is covered under the Rule 6(1) of the IAS cadre and Rules 1954, जो कि 1969 में इंसर्ट किया गया था। अमेंडमेंट टू द IAS कैडर रूल्स ये कहता है कि एक कैडर ऑफिसर में विद द कंकरेंस ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कंसर्न एंड सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, अगर कोई भी IAS अधिकारी किसी भी स्टेट के अंतर्गत काम कर रहा है तो पहले अगर उसको डिपुटेशन में लेना है तो वहाँ की स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का अप्रूवल होना चाहिए। And now state government are under a company, association, or body of individuals, whether incorporate or not, which is wholly or substantially owned or controlled by the central government or by any other state government. Now it provided that in case of any disagreement, the matter shall be decided by the central government and the state government, or state government concerned shall give effect to the decision of the central government. In normal practice, the center asks every year for an offer list of officers of all India services willing to go on central deputation, after which it selects officer from that list. An officer have to get a no objection clearance from the state government for central deputation. State have to depute all the India service officers to the central government offices, and at any point it cannot be more than 40% of the total cadre strength. Here the point is the total strength of any cadre is calculated by the including central deputations reserve, which is CDR, which is around 40% of the sanction post. इस अमेंडमेंट में क्या क्या है कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट डिले पोस्टिंग और स्टेट कैडर ऑफिसर टू द सेंटर एंड डज नॉट गिव इफेक्ट टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट डिसीजन विद इन द स्पेसिफाइड टाइम। अभी हमने कुछ समय पहले देखा था कि IAS अधिकारी को स्टेट गवर्नमेंट वेस्ट बंगाल की उसको नहीं अप्रूव किया जा रहा था कि वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में जा सके। सो इट वाज द ट्रसल टाइम। नाउ द ऑफिसर शैल स्टैंड रिलीव्ड फ्रॉम कैडर फ्रॉम डेट एज मे बी स्पेसिफाइड बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट। Now, this is the against comparative federalism amendment to the IAS cadre rules. The center will decide the actual number of officers to be deputed to the central government in consultation. अगर किसी भी ऑफिसर को डिपुटेशन में बुलाया जाता है तो उसका जो भी कैडर अलॉट किया जाता है तो उसको छोड़ना पड़ता है। फिर अगर जो भी लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए उसको डिप्यूट किया जाता है तो उसके बाद वो वापस फिर अपने उस कैडर में जा सकता है। एंड द लेटर शुड मेक एलिजिबल द नेम्स ऑफ सच ऑफिसर्स। In case of any disagreement between the center and state, the matter shall be decided by the central government. अगर जो भी टसल सेंटर और स्टेट के बीच में होगा तो ये मैटर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ही डिसाइड करेगी एंड द स्टेट शैल गिव इफेक्ट टू द डिसीजन ऑफ द सेंटर इन स्पेसिफिक सिचुएशंस वेयर सर्विसेज ऑफ कैडर ऑफिसर आर रिक्वायर्ड बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इन पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट, so the state shall give effect to its decision within a specified time. So it was the matter. Now we are going on RADPFI guidelines. What is this and why it is in news? So Union Minister Shri Giriraj Singh released revised rural area development plan formulation and implementation that is RADPFI guidelines prepared by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So we know about this. The plans aims to serve as the basic for the rural transformation and enables effective land use planning in rural areas. The plan will also ensure ease of living in villages and help minimizing migrations to big cities by the providing all necessary infrastructures and facilities, and also encourage an opportunity for livelihood in rural areas. This was the best initiative for rural. So what are the key features according to this? So village planning scheme, that is BPS, on the lines of town planning schemes in urban areas. And what are the provisions? So Gram Panchayat Development Program, that is GPDP, with spatial and land use planning. So planning for the environmental benefit and disaster preparedness, and linking to the 15th Central Finance Commission, that is CFC, and respecting State Finance Commission. So it also improve the e-governance, that is internet governance, and through spatial data infrastructures, integrating consolidations of GP development with urban cultures, that is rural and urban, and block district plan. So also using the Swamitva, other digital tools for Avadi area linking to the land records. And what are the guidelines and significance? So in recent time there has been a large growth in rural areas, and but this unplanned growth that led to inefficient utilizations of geospatial potentials in rural areas. So thus spatial planning, especially for the villages located in the vicinity of urban center and those along the major road corridors, become necessary. So this was the RADPFI guidelines. So we are going Vikas rocket engine. What is this? So why it is in news? So Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, successfully conducted a 25-second qualifications test for its liquid propellant based Vikas engine to be used under the Gaganyaan mission. About this, Vikas, the Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai, is a family of liquid fueled rocket engines conceptualized and designed by the Liquid Propulsion System Center in 1970s. So it was designed based on the licensed version of the Viking engines with the chemical pressurization system. Also we know the primary difference being that the Vikas is rated for a longer burn time, and the Vikas engine is workhouse liquid rocket engine powering. And the second stage of this, the Indian Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is PSLV, and second stage, the 4 strap on the stages of Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle GSLV, and 2 twin engines core liquid stage, that is L110 of GSLV Mk 3rd. The engine uses up about 40 meter ton of the unsymmetrical dimethyl hydrazine, that is UDMH, as a fuel. फ्यूल के रूप में यहाँ पे अनसिमेट्रिकल डाईमेथिलीन हाइड्रोजन यूज करते हैं, एंड नाइट्रोजन टेट्रा ऑक्साइड, दैट इज N2O4 एज ऑक्सीडाइजर with a maximum thrust of 725 kN. So this was the concept of Vikas rocket engines. And now we go on justice clock. Why this is news? Supreme Court E-Committee chairperson and SC Judge Justice D.Y. Chandrachud inaugurated 2 digital service for Gujarat High Court, a justice clock and electronic payment of court fees. This was the first case in the world. And about justice clock, an LED display of 7 feet like this. Here High Court of Gujarat, duration, institution, disposal, case clearance rate, and last week and last month. So everything was mentioned in that digital device. So at height of 17 feet from ground has been erected at BG Crossroad near the Gujarat High Court premises. Justice Clock concept will exhibit the vital statics of justice delivery system in Gujarat to maximize outreach visibility of the work done by the state judiciary. So this was the justice clock. And also we know here, this was by mistake right here, this is the justice clock system. Now interface has been designed and developed in-house and will display data from the National Judicial Data Grid, that is NGDG, in real time. A similar format of Gujarat judiciary related statistics will also be available on the Gujarat HC website under a tab